What are the best free online certificates you can complete that will actually look good on a resume? Lem tell you something, as someone who has hired a lot of staff over many years. Get something to put on your resume. 90% of what we are looking for is that someone is willing to put in effort. If you can show that you've taken free courses and put in your own time to improve yourself and your career, you are far ahead of 90% of the resumes we receive. The other 10% is the skills you bring to the table. UNDSS.org. Basic and Advanced Security in the Field. Mandatory for all UN employees, often a requirement for other non-military institutions involved in humanitarian missions. Even if you don't do stuff like that, it gives you a nice base layer in terms of traveling abroad. YouTube offers a certification in audience growth and development. It's a requirement for some job listings and people are always impressed when you say you're certified. Edit. Turns out there are limitations on who is eligible for certification. I was working at an MCN at the time, managing one of the largest channels on the site, when I got certified. When applying for other jobs, every one of them said YouTube certified is a plus, or must be YouTube certified. Edit 2. The certification process is a long one, and is mostly slideshows, a series of videos and fake scenarios, with a multiple choice quiz after each section. It covers best practices for upload schedules, thumbnails, banners, description layout, tags, really everything there is about YouTube. At the end you get a milder PDF from Google saying you are officially certified. Not free depending on the state you live in, but look into becoming a notary public. You are able to notarize legal documents. I've had a couple of friends ask if I can stop by their offices to notarize documents for people. Super useful to have around. In Nice, it's $15 to take the test, and if you pass 70% minimum of multiple choice, it's $60 to get the license. But I've definitely gotten my value for it, and it's good for the entire state. Salesforce Trailheads. It will teach you how to use and operate any part of Salesforce, and is completely free. Lots of companies don't understand how to operate their own Salesforce, so this could get you a high-paying job free. Edit. People keep asking what Salesforce is. Salesforce is a way for a company to track everything that is done at a company. For example, Amazon, when you create an account you create a profile that they put into Salesforce that keep track of who you are. This information then can be used to sell to you, creating a custom experience. Another use could be a bank that has many customers and want to know which customers are the most loyal, have the most referrals and other such factors. Edit #2. Changed it to correct name Salesforce Trailhead. Thank you, employee of Salesforce. I read your comment. If you are a programmer who uses databases, MongoDB is providing free MongoDB certification at university.mongodb.com courses. This is a great way to get certified on one of the leading NoSQL databases out there. FEMA offers hundreds of free courses and certificates online that cover several topics and interests all related to emergency management. If you have a public library card, lots of cities partner with lynda.com, which you can access for free through your public library's portal. Normally the subscription is about $800 a year. I don't think there are certifications, but there's tons of courses and learning paths. Bookmarks to forget about later. You can get 6 Sigma white belt for free. Looks great for supply chain majors. OP is going to be a god in a few months. Personally, I'm a fan of the online ASL course. No matter what your job is, or the odds of running into someone who is hard of hearing, it's effectively learning a new language and being able to communicate with a good chunk of the population. It is especially good for any service industry, public sector, or communications job. Edit. One thing to keep in mind is that just KOing ASL doesn't mean that you know the culture. Deaf HH community is very deep and diverse. If you are interested in learning more than the basics, to assist I highly recommend learning about the culture a bit. Being a notary public is pretty inexpensive, and you can study and take the course online. It's about as hard as an average driver's test. You just have to go to a courthouse to pay and do an oath and sign the book, and then you also pay for your stamp. But all total, at least in my instance, you're hardly out $50. Almost every business needs a notary, so it's really handy to have, and you can practice anywhere in the state where you are certified. National Incident Management System NIMS Incident Command System ICS. They are online courses available through FEMA that teach you how to operate during an incident. Very useful for police, fire, and EMS jobs because you use the skills on every call. Heads Up Concussion Certificate from the CDC website. Meant for coaches and referees, giving advice on the signs and symptoms of concussions are very transferable skills, and how to manage them. It's also completely free, and you can print yourself out the certificate. Very good for anyone related to healthcare sports MO. ed2go.com. These are actually classes you can get college credits or certifications for through a ton of real colleges, not just for-profit ones. My community college has classes through here. Just go to the website and check it out. You could take 3 classes on a specific coding language and then put that on your resume. Check the website out and look at the classes you might be interested in taking that you might see value in for your career or jobs you want to apply to. Not free but very cheap $30+ taxskills.com offers classes that range anywhere from learning how to become a network penetration tester, how to hack Android phones, how to code, and how to make apps. It's extremely useful, and they have a solid refund policy if it doesn't work out for you. Edit. The average price I noticed on there was $30. There are many classes that are cheaper, and also some that are more expensive. They also sometimes come in bundles, which really gives you more bang for your buck. I'm about so F-King certified. Google AdWords and inbound certification. Good for online marketing and totally free. Questions are lengthy, but employers are often impressed it's on there.